Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel for another video, and this time we're going to check out what happens if you drive a stock car in the rain. Now, on an oval of course. These cars really aren't designed to go in the rain, quite obviously, you're on slick tires. But it's kind of an interesting thing, I guess, because I sort of got the idea with Daytona and it raining there. Believe it or not, there was actually a significant amount of people asking why they couldn't run on the oval in the rain, which is kind of a crazy question, I guess, at this point. But I guess there's some people that don't know why. But anyway, I got the idea just to see what would happen and how hard it is to drive. So this is, I believe, 96, I'm taking a guess. Honestly can't remember. Look at some classic Earnhardt quotes here.
Track's going to be a little bit loose. The rain's coming from the real raining over there. So it's not a good time to qualify. I bet he comes on pit road, matter of fact. Yeah, if he was smart, he would come on. He ain't too smart.
Gotta love that. Anyway, this was at Michigan. And of course, Gordon goes out and it starts raining in 3 and 4 and around he goes. So it's kind of interesting because the track didn't look, you know, that wet. I know it's not the best quality video in the world, but I mean the track looked fairly, I mean you can see it looks like it's a lighter gray. It doesn't really look that wet, but I mean obviously it's extremely easy to get loose in these cars because you're on slick tires. These guys, you can't run rain tires on an oval. Most of us know that, and that's how easy it is to lose the handle. You can see bobbles off the bottom and there is just no hanging on to it at all. So this is kind of like a look back at the times that NASCAR's been in the rain. This is 2008, the Nationwide Series. I don't have like every example ever, but I got kind of the significant ones that I thought. This is 1998, I believe, and that of course is only a practice session. The race didn't get run in the rain. This is Montreal, 2008 Nationwide Series, and it actually put on a pretty good show. I love that racetrack. I mean, being Canadian, I'm an F1 fan, so I guess they kind of go hand in hand. So it was nice to see these cars race here the short time that they did. But anyway, I guess the most famous example of the rain was probably the Winston in 2001. Of course, that was kind of the end result. If you don't know, it is. I mean, it ended up being a good race, and it's kind of controversial because of what happened. But yeah, that was a great example of what can happen in stock cars in the rain. And we also got this amazing Larry McReynolds quote.
So many unknowns. Track temperature here a little after 9 o'clock. 94 degrees. These guys practice race practice, which did practice race practice, at almost 130 degrees track temperature.
Yeah.
I promise you, the only sparks we see will not just be the ones from underneath the race car.
Nope. They'll be flying
And
all
that
over the
was
place.
kind of an interesting thing to say considering what happened. So we get the green flag, and of course, yeah, now Steve Park gets loose on the start, and this is where it actually starts raining. So everybody goes in turn 1, and
cars sideways. All the cars are loose down in the corner. The track is wet. It's Gordon, Michael Waltrip, Kevin 29 car. All these cars are wrecking because I believe it might be raining down there.
yeah, so that was kind of wild. I guess it was good it didn't happen in the 600 the next week. You know, the All-Star race, they let them actually take the backup cars out, which was sort of controversial. Sort of pissed some people off that weren't in the wreck or had damage, because they thought it was kind of unfair. And you could tell people were generally surprised by the whole thing.
A little too wet.
I mean, we got to turn 1 and 20 of the best race car drivers in the world all about wiped out. I mean, in NASCAR's haste to put on the show, it seems as if perhaps we started the race on a wet track and the Napa Chevys tore up. I'm not too pleased about that. But I guess in this big-time world of stock car racing, the show must go on.
So I guess that's kind of like the one most people remember. But I think this is the most recent one that I can remember anyway. It might have happened since. But anyway, this is the Nationwide Series. 2013 maybe? 2014? Oh, I can't remember. I don't have a good memory. Anyway, Daytona back straightaway. It's raining only on the back straightaway. And by the time the spotters got to these guys, it was way too late. So anyway, nowadays on road course, you can notice that most of these guys are running a wiper. They're kind of prepared for the rain if it's going to happen. I think a lot of them just run it for like an aero advantage. I don't really know how that would be an aero advantage, but it must be because they're doing it. So, anyway, like I say, these stock cars really aren't made for the rain like these F1 cars sort of are. You know, they're not really designed for the rain, but it's more custom that they will be able to drive in the rain. Same with like a prototype car like this. You know, if it's raining, you just come in, throw on intermediates or rain tires, depending on what the condition is. But having said that, you know, there's still opportunity to lose the car with standing water specifically. Whether you got rain tires or not, you know, you want to go in standing water sometimes to cool your tires off, but if you're not really familiar with the racetrack and where the standing water is, it's super easy to get caught off guard and go around. So, having said that, what we're going to try and do is, I guess, the He Ain't Smart challenge, and see how long we can hang on to a stock car in the rain around an oval. So, we're going to go with Texas because that's kind of, I guess, the closest thing we can get to Michigan. I mean, I guess you could say Daytona's closer to Michigan than Texas is, but Texas will give us some off-throttle time and give us kind of an idea of what it'll be like. I mean, I don't know how realistic this is going to get. It is possible to put rain tires on these cars, I think, and run the oval, but whatever. I'm going to try and get close to like the Michigan weather in that video and kind of run like a light rain into a storm. If we can hang on a light rain by some miracle, then by the time the storm hits, we're going to be toast. So the goal is, I mean, we're going to wreck. We're just going to see how long we can hang on for. Okay, let's get to work here. So, oh wait, is it raining now? Okay, I botched the settings. Okay, that's better. It is definitely not raining now. So we're going to put a setup on. I am not good at making setups. I've probably said that in a million videos before. Just not. So I'm going to... I mean, this setup's kind of okay. It's definitely loose. That's for sure. I mean, I know it's cold tires. I always had a problem with these cars in this game, which is why I don't run them very often when I play it. Is that I find it so hard to get temperature. Well, I just missed a shift. I find it so hard to get temperature in these tires. Like, I don't understand. They're always so cold. I don't know why. I just feel like these cars handle so strange in this game anyway. Like, I get that it's a stock car and it's heavy. And the steering, you know, I run kind of a short steering box. Sort of like they would on a cup car. I probably run it at about 10 degrees, but... man, this thing is just a handful. Still can't get any heat in the tires hardly. I don't know when it's gonna start raining. Switch a view here to get a better look at the sky. It's definitely, I mean, it's definitely getting darker, I think. Oh my god, look, I can hardly even run this in a straight line to the back straightaway. Yeah, I don't know why these cars, they just handle so odd in this game. I just can't get a stable feel in them at all. Okay, so we're still trucking along, waiting for the rain. Riding high, not afraid to die. I don't know how this thing's going to behave once the rain starts. I'm wondering if this is going to be... I wonder if this is going to be a Gordon-style wreck here. If it's going to start in the corner like that and just snap on us, I don't know. Oh, wait. Is it raining now? Definitely is.
See it raining over there. So it's not a good time to qualify.
I think Earnhardt is right. It is not a good time to qualify, and this thing is starting to get super, super, super slippery. But it's not, honestly, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, the back end isn't just going completely around instantly. It's loose, though.
I bet he comes on pit road, matter of fact. Yeah.
Who needs pit road? Oh, man, I can actually hear the water now. I can actually hear it on the car. It's gone, yeah. There's no steering through that. It went straight to the fence. Like, there's nothing I can do here. I really thought that it was going to get, like, a lot more loose in the back end, though. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, yeah, here she goes. Yeah, we're going.
He ain't too smart.
No, I guess maybe I ain't too smart. Oh yeah, we're gone. Yeah, I think the storm part is kicking in now, because it just, like, the standing water just went from, like, 10% to, like, 100. I can't even, damage aside, I can't even touch the throttle hardly. Let's just see how far we can actually go here. Oh my god, this is bad. Well, they definitely got the slick tires and the rain part down. I feel like it's a little too good in light rain, but once you get a lot of standing water, you're just done for. Okay, I think that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to make a part 2, and because if I add that to this, it's going to go way too long. But yeah, I think we're going to do a full race. Well, not a full race, because that's ridiculous. But we're going to do a race at Daytona in the rain, and just see if we can survive the rain with the AI, and just see what happens. Obviously, it's probably going to be catastrophic, but I'm just kind of curious what kind of carnage ensues when the rain starts to pour down on a track that big with AI. I don't know what the AI is going to behave like anyway. So, with that said, like and subscribe. Hit that stupid bell notification. You shouldn't even have to. If you subscribe, it should just give you notifications anyway. But if you could do that, that would be great. And yeah, I guess I'll see you. I'll see you in the next video for racing in the rain at Daytona in a stock car. It's gonna be strange. Alright, catch you later.